Hello everyone, my name is Bradford and I am an aerial yoga instructor at Crystal Yoga Studio, and I'm really excited to share with you all a aerial yoga warm-up. So come in front of your hammock. So this is your aerial yoga hammock. Bring your arms behind in a T shape and bind one time. From here we're going to warm up in our chest area, warm up our core. So come onto your tippy toes at the center of your mat. Lean forward, and this is also going to help your grip strength, and keep your feet centered. And as you move around, really lean into your core area, lean into the side, feeling a nice side stretch, go into the back, and we're going to move to the right for a few breaths. Really begin to connect with your breath here. And continue to roll around, keeping your arms as straight as possible. And come on back to center. Release your grip. Flick out your hands. Because for some of us, we haven't been on a rig in a little while, so we're on the hammock. So our hands with our grip strength might be a little tired at this point. So go ahead and re-wrap. Come back onto your tippy toes, and this time we're going to go to the left. Lean forward. Straighten out those arms. And circle. Remember to breathe here. Breathing is very important as you practice your poses. It helps you connect with your body, also elongating with your muscles. Pushing your chest forward. And back to center. Go ahead and release your grip again. And this time you want to come into chair pose. So making sure that the hammock is about at your bra line if you are a lady, or at the end of your shoulder blades for our gentlemen. You're going to come into chair pose. So you want to make sure that your knees are directly over your ankles. That's very important. And this is up a little high, so that's why I'm not all the way down. But generally you can come into with a seated position. So from here, we're going to actually just windshield wiper our knees from side to side. Just kind of opening up our groin area and our hips. Just warming up. And come back to chair. From here, we're going to go into airplane. So press your legs back and then press forward. Come through to chair. Lean back for a nice open body stretch. Come back through the chair. Press forward into airplane. Breathe here for a moment. Come back through the chair. Press back into a nice full body delicious stretch. This feels amazing. Press back through the chair, press through the airplane, chair, and a nice stretch. If you need some neck support, you can go ahead and interlace your hands behind your neck and push into the balls of your feet and gently rock from side to side. And back to center. Go ahead and grab onto your hammock, come back to chair position, and stand on up. So from here, you're going to take the hammock overhead. You should be in a bind, like so. And then you can come down into a flat back position. So you just step back. Your hands are bound right here. Placing your ears between arms and stretch out those hamstrings. Really sink down into that position, but make sure your back is straight and aligned to your mat in front of you. And slowly come on up to standing. So now we're going to warm up our legs a little bit. So make sure that your hammock is nice and taut. taking your right leg, place your ankle into the hammock, keeping your toes pointed up towards the ceiling or the sky, depending on where you're practicing. You can bring your arms or your hands either on the sides of your ankles. If it's available to you, you can also grab onto your toes. Or if you need a deeper stretch here, you can actually either bend your standing leg or fold forward over your standing leg. So I haven't practiced in a while, so I am going to actually hold onto the hammock right near my ankles and bring your forehead towards your knee. And slowly stand back up. Hop to plumb if you need to. Bringing your knee onto the hammock, we're going to press forward into Warrior One. So to get into Warrior One, you want to make sure that you're standing. You're on your left leg, your toes are pointed forward. Your toes are also engaged on your right leg, which is in the hammock. You're going to hold on to the hammock at about eye level and press forward, reaching your arms up once you get into a nice balanced position, and you can have your arms up at the sides of your ears. If you need to, if you're not quite balanced just yet, you can also hold on, making sure your arms are as straight as possible. So we're going to hold here for a few breaths. Really lean into your hips. That's very, very important. So you should feel a nice hip opening here. From here, press into that standing leg to come up to standing, and go ahead and turn your body towards the left. So your left toe should be pointing left, right toe should be pointing in front of you. Take your arms out into a T shape, keeping your gaze over your right fingertips, and press forward into that right leg. And slowly press into your standing leg to come up. Now we're going to go into Warrior 3. So what I want you to do from here, I want to see if you can actually take your leg out of the hammock without touching the ground. So that looks like this. So I'm slowly moving it down. Okay, my leg is kind of out. And all I'm going to do is press my leg back, pressing the hammock forward. And I want to make sure that my hips are even. So I don't want my right hip to be up in the air. I want to press my hips down so that they're even towards the mat. And so I might not be able to raise my leg that high, and that's okay. From here, we're going to do a few leg pulses. So with your right leg, you want to pulse up towards the sky for 10. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly press down, bringing your feet together. Great job, everyone. All right, now we're going to go onto our left side. So go ahead and take your left ankle, placing it into the hammock. Again, we're going to go into our standing head to knee pose. From here, you can again hold onto the hammock right around your ankles. You can grab onto your toe. If you need a deeper stretch, again, you can bend that standing leg or fold forward over that standing leg. Again, I'm a little tight today, so I'm going to grab on around the ankle and slowly fold forward, bringing your forehead towards your knee. And slowly group to rise, bringing the hammock behind your knee. Step or hop to plumb, and plumb just means that's the center right here where your hammock just hangs naturally. To go into Warrior 1, you're going to, you can either hold here as you press forward And if you want a deeper stretch, which I didn't mention on the other side, you can actually come up onto your tippy toe to really get into that those hips and that groin area. And as you discover your balance, go ahead and bring your arms straight up on the sides of your ears. And slowly press down into that standing leg to come back to get into warrior two. This time you're going to pivot your body towards the right, keeping your left leg pointed forward, arms out in a T, gaze is over your left hand this time, and slowly push into that left leg and lean in to really get that nice stretch. So what you'll find sometimes is that one side of your body is tighter than the other. So this is like my tight side, so I can't really lean in as much as I would like to. And press into that standing leg to come up. This time we're going to go into warrior three again. So we want to go into warrior three without our left leg touching the ground. So go ahead and hold on to the hammock, slowly bringing the hammock towards your ankle area, taking it out without touching the ground, holding on to the hammock at about eye level, press forward, bringing your head in between your arms, and make sure that your hips are even, okay? Make sure that they are facing the ground, making sure your standing leg is straight, and your toes of your left leg are pointed towards the ground. Go ahead and give me 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing that left leg to meet the right. Come on up to standing. Take that hammock, bring it behind you. Arms out at a T. Come back into your chair position. And we're going to do one ab exercise to make sure that you're all warmed up and on all levels. So make sure that your knees are right over your ankles. And from here, you're going to bring your knees into your chest for a count of 10. After you do 10, you're going to hold for 10. Okay? So let's do it together. So you can hold on to the hammock, or you can do it without holding. So here we go. So 1, 2. Try not to let your feet hit the ground if you can. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold. Hold your knees. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And slowly lower down. Come on up to standing. Well, thank you all for joining me for an aerial yoga warm-up. I'm Mia with Crystal Yoga Studio. Have a good afternoon, or morning, or night.